Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So, before I begin with today's latest rumor, I want to talk about how we got to this point, with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny not doing so well in the box office. Sound of Freedom overtaking it. Yes, I'm planning to see Sound of Freedom, just haven't got the plans to it yet. But other than that, it's at number one, making back the money that is going to it's spent for production as well as marketing and everything, with it being like a lower budget movie than the kind of movies that Disney put out there for their movies, as well as their shows for Disney Plus. Now, this has led to an emergency meeting and everything after the dismal performance with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, where now we see that it's a big emergency meeting. We don't know how long it's going to take, and it involves Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy. Now, I shared with you all the rumors before about Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy, to the point where they got into a big, bitter dispute and everything, where Kathleen Kennedy hurled accusations against Bob Iger, placing blame on him for bringing all the ESG content, which ironically she was responsible for too. Well, where she was actually made an announcement recently saying that she wants there to be more representation within the Star Wars storyline, with more female representation. Isn't that, provoking the whole ESG thing? I mean, if this rumor is true about what that she said in the meeting, then she's a hypocrite, a huge hypocrite. But that's still off the topic. So I want to go ahead and talk about the fact that we have Bob Iger, who's actually still angry with Kathleen Kennedy. Okay, so it says here in my notes that I actually had prepared for this, that Bob Iger, who is also the CEO of Disney, rumors are circulating that the Disney CEO Bob Iger, he's extremely angry with Kathleen Kennedy following their recent meeting that was rumored, where Kathleen Kennedy hurled all these accusations against Bob Iger, and when Bob Iger got really angry. Okay, Kennedy's actions, well, rumorly, that's not even a word, but reportedly, Kennedy's actions in Star Wars Celebration were that she went against Iger's instructions by rejecting the Viking funeral, as the leak of Sparrow as well as Karen Pashaw put out there. The Viking funeral, and her open criticism of Iger in front of other executives, blaming him for the failure of Indiana Jones 5, have taken her insubordination to a whole new level, and as a result, Iger is now taking steps to remove Kennedy from her position at Lucasfilm. Now remember, this is rumor, okay? It has not been it has been confirmed yet, but I'm paying attention to that, and I'm looking to that further myself. All right. So with that being said, he's reached out to Hollywood Trades, instructing them to publish negative articles about Kennedy and Lucasfilm. This is also a rumor. Even the recent piece by Variety highlighted Disney's box office failures is believed to be the beginning of this attack. That didn't only include the failures of the Lucasfilm works, but also Pixar and the Marvel Studios on films from Phase 4, as well as Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. All right. Now, Iger intends to create a narrative that portrays Kennedy as incompetent and justifies her dismissal, similar to what he did with Victoria Alonso, despite Alonso's attempts to gain industry support by claiming she was fired from Marvel due to being an LGBT woman. Now, the trades published numerous articles portraying her as a poor manager who credited a toxic work environment and damaged relationships with visual effects houses or VFX houses. Eventually, Alonso realized that no one would come to her defense and accepted a settlement without pursuing legal action. Now, the Alonso situation was resolved quickly and smoothly for Disney, but it's anticipated that Kathleen Kennedy would not leave her position without a fight. Now, this has been initiated, and I'm anticipating a bitter and intense that may lie ahead. Now, this is getting pretty interesting, as a matter of fact, where now we see Kathleen Kennedy as well as Bob Iger are feuding. Okay, remember, this is all speculative rumor. Okay, this hasn't been reported as if it was true or if it's made up or if it was fictional. All right, but we know that Disney's in some serious troubles, okay? Bob Iger, if it's true that Kathleen Kennedy hasn't taken responsibility and accountability for her decisions and what she put out there with Lucasfilm, guess what? Bob Iger, he needs to take accountability as well. He needs to admit that he was wrong about what he put out there, because guess what? All these things he approved of, they were approved of under him before Bob Chapek took the reins of it. And then, like, everything we got now and before were improved under Bob Iger. Bob Iger actually going to Lucasfilm as well as other companies, trying to figure out what did they do wrong, but they're not the only ones that did something wrong. It was also Bob Iger. Okay. So that's where the crux of the matter is. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, be sure to give any additional comments or thoughts on this topic that I did not cover in this video. If you think that, you know, Kathleen Kennedy will be removed from Lucasfilm, let me know about that in the comments below. Also, if you enjoy what I shared in the video, go ahead and smash the like button, share far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, you enjoying all the content I put out there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification, so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.